When the brands stop investing in innovation and creativity and in product improvement, you open the door for people to come up with their own.
Did I see something that Microsoft just reached like its highest value ever, or did I make that up?
It's the most valuable company in the world. They passed Apple last week.
And is that a lot to do with that AI stuff that you and I were looking at?
It's a lot to do with the success of the cloud and the possibility of AI and what lead they have going into AI. But the cloud made that possible.
Keeps beating its previous highest value. Consistency over an enormously long period of time.
Something Bill and Steve had that we didn't have enough of at Walmart was they would let 1,000 flowers bloom. Now, granted, the margins of technology and the margins of retail that's all the margin is there. Microsoft's making, 50 to 75 cents on every dollar. So that when you have that kind of margin structure, it gives you the flex. So I want to not be defensive for Walmart in that text, but to give you a little bit of context, they could have still been more experimental. But Bill and Steve had a very forward-looking view of let 1,000 flowers bloom, try things. And if they fail, it's okay, but we're going to fail fast, learn fast. That was the philosophy. Fail fast, learn fast. And they gave people enough oxygen and freedom and flexibility to try things and fail. And that's within, some kind of financial constraint, not to go nuts. But that allows some of that ability to reinvent yourself.
Do you ever think back on if Walmart, as they were leveraging and fixing things that made Walmart better, if they spun off something for all the sub-Walmart businesses that could have been like a Microsoft? Like, I get being so good in your lane, but there comes a point where you get so big, you have to solve your own problems. And if you solve them for you theoretically could solve them for everybody that's like you, right?
Well, that's how private label came to fruition. When the brands were doing a great job in keeping up, you didn't have much private label out there. You didn't have a need for it. When the brands stop investing in innovation and creativity and in product improvement, you open the door for people to come up with their own. And so now when you look at these brands, like you may not even know what's a private brand or what's a private label anymore. Organics 360 is a private label in the grocery business. Walk a Whole Foods sometime, three-quarters of the stuff is all private label. And you don't know because it's this Nature's Choice and Nature's Blend and this and that. And it's all, completely vertically integrated. So they've actually done it. They just did it without. And they did it at the expense of the brands. And it's kind of sad because a Procter & Gamble's, a mere shadow of the company it used to be. It was a phenomenal company for many, many years. And it just stopped innovating. It stopped creating. And so, then they've had to sell off some brands and do some different things. General Electric's gone through some of that too. There's plenty of companies out there. And this reinventing yourself is hard stuff, man. The guy in business that I admire the most about reinvention is a guy named Reed Hastings at Netflix. This guy started with mail out discs that you did over the mail with movies, and he's going to eliminate Blockbuster and all this stuff with, we're going to ship it to your house and all that. Then he got rid of those and said, we're going to stream. Then he got into streaming, and everybody said that'll never work. You'll never have enough connectivity. The phone companies, Verizon, AT&T, everybody tried to sue them. Stop because you're clogging up the pipes. And it's not right and all this stuff. Guess what? That's the way it's all done today everywhere. Then he said, I'm going to get into content. And what was the Kevin Spacey show he did first of all? House of Cards, right? It was the only one where it was like the most popular show in that era of any show. And the only way you could get it was to subscribe to Netflix. So then you'd get on Netflix and you'd subscribe. He went to a monthly subscription model. I mean, if you just think about Netflix as a company, it's mind-blowing in a pretty condensed window of how many times that company was dead but yet kept reinventing themselves. Now they're the largest content creator out there.